Okay, so thank you again for joining us. If we look at the screen that I have up, we're going to go through the uh, marketplace application in two ways pretty quickly here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for joining us. The screen that you're seeing now is the marketplace screen after you sign in as a dispensary or what we call a buyer or retailer in our market. So as you note, there's only four businesses showing right now. And the reason that I wanted to start here is because this unlocks and is new functionality for us. But what we've done is, aside from having a truly open marketplace where any business that sells to dispensaries, to processors, to growers, that can actually help the Oklahoma uh, canna industry, we have created an open marketplace for them to come in and provide their services and products. On the other side of that, we have also gone back and re-engineered some of our or re-engineered our marketplace to allow for direct ordering between a processor and a dispensary, and that was because of feedback that we got from our very earliest of adopters. Okay, so if I were a dispensary, if I owned a dispensary here and I was approached by Boys from Oklahoma or Mammoth or Canna Cooks or the demo seller that I have here, I can actually create a pathway for that dispensary to have a login that only sees the businesses that are currently in their dispensary right now. So that's direct order management. On the flip side, as a seller, a processor, a grower, a third-party service, if you have relationships already established, we can come in and create online order management for you at literally a fraction of probably the cost that you're being quoted from other businesses, from other software providers. And we're able to do that and still allow you to have line of sight from the entire marketplace. So what I'm showing you right now is basically what the direct order management looks like. And I just wanted to show what this screen looks like so that you have an understanding of the ability for us to come in and do the direct order management aside from just having the open marketplace. On the flip side of that, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and log in to show the full market. So what we're going to see here now is kind of the full marketplace. As you can see, I went from showing 4 merchants to 27 merchants. Right now, we've had businesses already come on and list product. Canna Cooks is one of these businesses that has their rosins listed, and this is what the branded page looks like. So everything that you're seeing here is customizable. Your logo will go over here. You can have your own banner image up here. And then your menu is customizable. And we're about to go into that, starting with categories. So you can categorize each of your product lines and then your individual products. Okay. So this is what the order management page looks like. So now we're looking at this from our back end as a seller. So this is the screen that you will see when you initially log in. Once your account has been approved by us, the next time you log in, you'll just go to admin.gogocannabiz.com. And again, all of this information has been sent out to you if you've already signed up. If you need us to re-sign that or resend that information, simply let us know. Happy to get that stuff over to you. And again, happy to even go through the process of helping you or uploading everything for you. So I know that is a service that's being offered by other businesses per one of my previous discussions this week. And again, we're happy to do the same thing. We'll show you exactly the type of information that we would need in a checklist for us to do that for you. When you first land, you're going to notice on the left side, you're going to have your toolbar basically. And so your home this is going to be your home screen. You're going to come here. It's going to show whatever orders you have total, canceled, pending, dispatched. Your ability to drive into your individual orders, look at them through all of the different phases, the order management phases. So pending dispatch would be something that you would send out for delivery. The completed orders, canceled orders. Again, you'll notice as we go through the order screen here, you can then filter those by order time, by schedule time for delivery. You can export the orders to CSV, an Excel sheet for a comma separated value. That file will then allow you to upload all of that information to your QuickBooks or whatever financial reporting software that you're utilizing, and then there are different columns that you can change, so you can structure the view of the order screen however you'd like. The next drop down is the catalog. So this is where you're going to actually set up your categories, set up your products, update quantities if you keep a quantity in there. One of the things that we do have within the system, again, as it relates directly to order management, is the ability to put in inventory quantities and have the system automatically draw down on those. At the same time, once you reach zero quantity on an item, if you've enabled the ability to order out of stock items, you can simply we can simply continue to allow you to order those. But if you really want to use this platform to manage inventory, then you're certainly able to do that as well. This also leads us into something else that we have, that functionality that'll launch a little bit later, probably in the next, I would say, 2 to 3 months, and that will be the ability for dispensaries to come in and place what we're going to call probably requests for proposals, or RFPs for product. So if a dispensary comes in, knows that they're going to order X amount of a product every single month, every single week, they can come in, place an order or place an RFP for that product, and then all of the sellers on the platform will be notified of this new request for proposal that exists, and then you will actually be able to go in and bid that as well. So that allows you to then, proactively go out as a merchant on the platform, seek out new requests that are out there coming online from dispensaries, and then reply to those in a fashion that basically allows you to forward kind of future plan your business out even further. The SEO, this is something that is here for the platform that we built on. It's kind of a little forward looking. Obviously, with our platform being a closed system right now, everything is behind the paywall, so we're not registering for search engine optimization. With regards to the analytics, this goes kind of a deeper dive into the reporting that's available. You're able to utilize these reports on an ongoing real-time basis. That's the reason why it takes a minute to load, because it's pulling in all of your data. But then you have also the ability to go in and set time constraints, look at different orders. So view orders by individual order and revenue, look at start to group your users together, see who your current clients are, what they're ordering, and then when you get into advanced analytics, it's going to take a second here, but it would pop up with different filters and stuff that are available. Some of these reports, again, allow you to go in and do things like download to CSV, so you can download directly from here. The beauty of this, obviously, is that it will allow us to integrate directly with whatever platform the state uses for compliance or track and trace when they finally make that decision. At this point in time, what we want to do is we want to be able to provide you guys with the raw data as you need it. And so you can come in, download that to an Excel file, and then use that information directly from the Excel file, or through our marketing tools here, these different types of views, data visualizations, if you will, to then formalize your reports for OMMA. So let's just go back here to the account setup screen real quick. And so again, when you first log in after we've approved you, this is the screen that you will land on. It's going to ask for information such as your address, your display address. You don't have to display your actual address. You can display the city or town and the state, obviously. The purpose of this is for allowing you to basically determine what area you want to service. If you don't want to service the whole state, then you can simply put in your display address and put in a serving radius of miles. You can put no serving restrictions, and it will allow people all over the state to see your product. Okay. One of the things that we've done is we've set up a geofence, both figuratively, I guess I will say, and literally. So we've drawn a geofence around the state of Oklahoma that allows for only registered users to come in and see products, and within the state of Oklahoma, they can't you can't place an order for delivery somewhere outside of the state. At the same time, all of the participants on the retail or buyer side of our marketplace have been verified as OMMA licensed dispensaries or processors. We do have the ability for growers to buy and sell from each other. Anything like that is set up where those businesses have already been verified. So that's kind of the figurative way that we've made sure that businesses only transacted within state boundaries. On payment methods right now, we do have the ability for cash and net terms. Because this is a demo account, I've only set this one to cash, but you can set different payment methods. You are going to be limited only to cash or net terms. However, if at the federal level it becomes legal to facilitate payment transactions, then we have multiple plugins that we will be able to utilize for that. So whether you plan on using Stripe or PayPal, Square, something like that, we'll be able to integrate those payment methods directly and process payment for you. So down the road, hopefully, that's something that we can definitely get into. The additional information here is stuff that you had already filled out. If you haven't uploaded an image of your license, we would please ask you to just go in and do that. You can do it directly from the additional information here. You can change your business type. So if you're growing and processing, by all means, feel free to kind of do that however you want to. And then with the GDPR, that's for privacy rights. You don't have to worry about anything like that. On language, there really won't be anything for you guys to change. It's going to be English. And then your preferences, this is where you get into setting up your hours of business, okay? Are you going to be open every day? Are you going to be open on specific days? We suggest that you leave the date-wise availability open every day and time-wise full time, just so that you can accept orders at all time, okay? There's no reason, obviously, if a dispensary were to place an order with you at midnight or when somebody gets home at 2 a.m. or something like that, whatever it may be, you should still be able to accept that order. So we really just suggest that you leave all of this kind of every day, full time, and then if you do want to offer schedule delivery, then you can go in and set up your different delivery schedules. So you can have both on-demand and scheduling. If you go to your slot times here, you see that we've entered 480, which would be 8 hours. So that basically would provide for one delivery every working day, I guess, almost. But you can come in and change this to however often you want. If you want to allow for scheduled delivery every hour, we can certainly do that as well. Again, once an order is placed in our platform, you guys will have the ability to speak directly to the buyer via the in-app chat down here. It'll give you notification. We'll give you the the link to download the app function, or the chat app, I mean, to your phone, so you guys can kind of always be in communication that way. You will also have the ability to again communicate via phone, via email as well. So you guys have all of that information available to you in the purchase. And when you're setting up the business categories, again, you'll just, if you want to enable this to map directly to, you'll just toggle it on. And we'll go through the business categories here in a second. They're back in the top of the marketplace screen, so you can actually see, it'll be, you'll see growers, processors, different business categories. Other things that you guys may want to set up: minimum order amounts, minimum self pickup amounts. Again, this is kind of all based on your preferences, hence the reason that's called preferences. And then here's in the catalog where I was talking about showing out of stock items to customers. Again, they'll just show up, the product will say out of stock if you have an inventory quantity set. Once it gets to 0, if you don't want to show out of stock items, you just toggle it the other way. All of the email notifications. These notifications are notifications that are coming to you. So if on the recurring notifications here, if you want the push notification for unaccepted orders, if you want call notifications, again, toggle them on and off. We kind of set this up the way whenever you first log in, it will be set up to what we think is probably a good method for you guys to utilize. And so you don't have to go in and change a lot of things if you don't want to. With regards to workflow, whether it's a product that you're offering, which is going to be 99% of the businesses, or a service, if it's a product, you're not going to have a booking per time slot. Whether you want to allow multiple products in a single cart, we suggest you should. And then product multi-selection, so somebody can come in and obviously buy more than one product from you. If you guys have additional information that you would like to collect at the time of checkout, again, that is very customizable, dynamic in our platform. You have the ability to come in, add different fields to this. You can see we haven't added anything different here. But if you wanted to capture another piece of information for one reason or another, you can simply come in and define what this is. There's different dates, date, future, past. You can add the time, email number, text, image, whatever it may be. You guys have the ability to come in and add those as you see fit for your business. So that's kind of just setting up the basic preferences for your business. Again, if you ever have any questions on this, please just call us. We're happy to walk you through it. We have defaulted to what we feel are the best settings, so you don't have to change anything. You can always go back in and change. We understand that we're early to all of this, and so there's going to be time to work these little things out if you guys want to. All right, let's talk a little bit about product upload and categories, okay? So you don't have to have categories. If you only have one category, as you saw with CannaCooks only offering their rosins, then you can come in and just build out the product portfolio if you want to. However, if you do want to map to categories, then the way you would do it is you'll come to the catalog, you'll simply click the plus sign up here. It will allow you to add a category. We'll say this is demo products for the category name. You can put in the description whatever you want. And add a picture of the product category. There we go. All right, so this will be the product category. This will be the image that you see for the category. You'll add it, and you'll see it automatically shows up. On the left here, you have drag and drop. So if you want to change the position of them, if we want to move this to the top, we could do that. Go up there. There we go. And so you can rearrange through drag and drop. If you want to add a subcategory, you can do that. If you wanted to, do flower and then do different strains, you could certainly do that. If you want to add products, the next drop down is simply add products. Adding products again is exactly the same. This is demo flower. You can put the price, minimum quantity to order, a maximum quantity if you want to. Cost price, you guys don't have to put anything in here. It's not like we're going to show your cost to a buyer. This is solely for inventory management purposes. If you want to put your cost as defined in there, you certainly are welcome to do that. And then when you go run your reports, you'll be able to run margin reports and stuff like that. Whether or not you want to add it to inventory, tell the system what the inventory is. You can give it a short description, and then you can give it a longer description. And this is where, in the longer description, this may be where you want to highlight testing results or anything like that. And I'll just put the same image in here. And you can see that you have the ability to upload multiple images. And now we have the demo flower tied to the demo products. Okay, so that's basically the demo of how to go in and start to set up your product portfolio. I would encourage you, if you haven't done so, to sign up for one of our buyer accounts when ultimately we launch the subscription. If it is if you're already a seller on our platform, the buyer account is going to be included in it. But we will be bringing in different, marketing and advertising, lab and testing facilities. So there might be services, products that you guys are able to procure as well on the marketplace. And again, the buyer account is going to be included with every merchant account. I will say that we also have content on our YouTube channel. There's also a PowerPoint that takes you through step by step on how to set up the platform as well to brand your own merchant webpage. So if anybody ever has any questions after going through that stuff, or even before it, please, you have my direct cell phone number as well as our business line and email. I'm happy to set up a direct demo or even go through it and build out the page with you. So I will say one more thing that we have that I didn't mention that I should have is the ability to import your entire product catalog via CSV. So you can do it based on category, product, or combined. I can send you what these sample CSVs look like. This is basically it. Now what it does require is it requires you to host the image somewhere, but we can pull that image from wherever. If you want to upload your images to, say, a Dropbox or a Google Drive, we could go in and pull those images out for you and host those for you, no problem. But this allows you to go in, list all of your category name, your description, an image, then your product name, price, so on, and we can actually import this entire product catalog in for you if you would rather do it that way. So that's it at this point. What I'll do, guys, is I just want to thank you for joining us.